Oakland trails by 8. Payton with it. No scoring in this one. To stop the run. And the layup is good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Harden. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Rashard Lewis picks one up.
Whoa, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Lewis, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
And so it's Houston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor. Oh, my. So much force in Bam's game right there.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Deflects the pass. Goes up the baseline.
And I love what Thompson provides at the defensive end. He is smart and tough.
Back to Westbrook. It's taken away by Payton. And here they go. And finished off by Collison.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Shot clock at 5. Pass to Adebayo. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Adebayo's got 7.
Well, that's his comfort zone. That's where he lives. Adebayo's so strong in the paint.
Here's KD. Durant going to work inside.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's KD. Rejected by Collison.
Well, that's one way to avoid getting posterized. Stand tall and protect the rim.
Takes the 3. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Both teams deciding to change it up. And it's Wade with the ball for Houston. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Drive to the hoop. And then Wade slams it in.
And looks like this is where Wade's at his best. Moving, playing downhill.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Here's Wade. Off with the layup. Oakland trails by 4. Inside. Here's Collison. And finished off by Collison.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Wade, double team. Back to Ibaka. Houston moving it around. It's deflected.
when your defense is challenged like that, you need guys to rise to the occasion.
To the paint. Here's Collison. And finished off by Collison.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring line.
And how about the leading ability of Wade? What a finish.
Williams attacking. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Williams has got the game tied up here for the Wildcats.
Good to see him playing downhill like this, moving forward with purpose.
Pass to Smith. And it's Smith finishing it off.
A gifted aerial artist. Smith loves getting to the hoop.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Some impressive scoring, and we still have 1 quarter to go. Who will gain the upper hand in the fourth? And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we... And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Durant deciding where to go with it. And Katie throws it down.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
And here's Barnes for three. Smith with the defensive effort. Now here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
To the inside. Here's Cousins. It's rebounded by Houston. And it's Smith penetrating. No good on that one. Oakland trails by 4. Pass to Dawkins. Durant rips down the rebound.
Just strong work defensively there. In the low post, you got to be tough down in the paint.
Yeah, that's an outstanding defensive stand in close.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Outside, Adebayo. Here's Westbrook. Driving the lane. Oh, the dunk!
Well, so difficult to defend one-on-one. When Westbrook gets a step coming off the screen, good luck.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's all you.
Payton looking around. 6 to shoot. Puts up the 3. Down it goes for 3.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
Got it!
So sudden once he takes that first step. Westbrook often proves uncontainable on the drive.
Payton outside. Outside Collison. Oh, what a play inside.
And they needed a hoop. He gets them one. Huge basket.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Durant. Sweet move. Oh, down it goes. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Oakland trails by 3. It's stolen by Adebayo. Now Westbrook. Thompson outside. Here's Adebayo. Lays it in off the window.
Yeah, with the game on the line. Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
Adebayo the screen. Shoots the three. The three goes down.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Now Durant. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
A drive by Collison.
Another basket for him, and anytime he touches it, you just think it's going in.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. They're both at the line. It's a 4-point ballgame.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throw.
Time called here. Oakland decides to talk it over. They're down by 4. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Oh, the one-handed hammer.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ballgame. And the Wildcats call time here. 7 seconds left in the fourth. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Suggs, that's in there.
Jalen Suggs.
And an intentional foul right there.
Nick Collison. First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line for Houston.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up. For my friends Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports.